This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, good evening. Today's topic is Django versions. First one is a Django. First today's agenda, Django versions and how to install Django. How to install Django in your system, in your desktop or in your laptop. These are the two important points. So how to install Django? What are the different versions are available in Django versions? The Django is developed and maintained by Django versions. Django versions, the first one. So what are the different versions are? The first point is it is maintained. It is maintained. It is maintained by the Django. It is maintained by the Django software. Django software foundation. That is called as a foundation. Foundation. It is called as a DSF, Django Software Foundation. Now the basic introduction is that developed by the now the Django version. These are available. Different versions. These are available. Different versions. Which are the different versions? So now the Django 0.9 version. Okay. Again the Django 1.0 version. Different versions. Again the Django 1.0 version. First one is 0.9. And the Django next version is a 1.0 version. And next version is a Django 2.0 version. And next version Django 3.0 version, and latest version Django 3.0.7. This is the latest version of the Django. Latest version released in the last month. Django 3.0.7, 3.0, and subversion is 3.0.7. There are the different subversions are available. 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. Again, these are the different versions. 2.1 like Python, 2.2, and the 2.3, and so on, 2.4, and so on, 2.9. These are the subversions. Similarly, 3.0 version released and the 3.0.7 version. So how to install the Django? That is clear and clear up to here all of you. Now, sir, how to install the Django? The next version is the next point is install the Django. So installation of the Django. The next topic is the how to install Django. First, what are the pre-requirements? First, we want the one Python programming language. So here you want, before installing the Django, you can install the Python. Before installing Django, we can install Python. Okay, Python. That is either Python ideally or any Python ID. These are the different IDs, sir. One ID is a PyCharm ID. The best type of ID is a PyCharm ID or VS Code ID or Anaconda ID. Anaconda, Jupyter Lab and Jupyter Notebook ID, and Spider ID. Spider or Bing ID, Bing or Atom ID, Atom or Sublime Text ID, Sublime Text ID, Sublime Text or WebStorm. You can install any one, or the latest is the WebStorm. Or the latest is the Tony is also a different. Install any one ID, the first install. After installing the Python, simply you can install the Django. Sir, how to install the Django? Django installation. The syntax is after installation completing the Python Django. Pip install Django. Automatically, the latest version will be installed. The latest version automatically. What is very important? Automatically, without specifying, without automatically latest version, latest Django version will be installed. That is the main point. Clear, guys? Up here, what is the syntax? Syntax are some command. The command is simple command. Django installation command. Django installation command. The command is pip install Django, or specifying is the first method. Method one. Automatically installing. Or for example, if you want to method two, second method. Pip install Django. Pip install Django version. If you want the particular version, if you can install particular version. You can install the specified version. Okay. Now use the following command. This is the following command. The command is pip install Django version is 2.0 or the 2.4 or anyone, or pip install Django version, specify the version equal to 3.0, or pip install Django, Django version equal to 3.0.7 latest version. Okay, anyone, you can use any one and any one value. Pip install Django. Here the method one. The method one to install the directly latest version. Here to install latest version. Which is available in the internet. Here to install pip install Django, and here pip install Django specified version, either 2.0 or 1.0, 1.8, 1.7, 3.0, and so on. After installation, we can create any number of projects. After installation, sir, how to install this one? Sir, go to command prompt. There are the different ways, and there are different ways. We can write the Django code. Okay, here we can install Django. Different ways. Okay, different ways. One way is coding. One way is, number one is command prompt. This is the first one, command prompt. And number two is use any IDE. Directly use IDE or by using the command prompt. Command prompt means create using the commands. So go to the command prompt. The command prompt is C drive. The command prompt means C drive or D drive. This is a command prompt. And immediately go to the some another directory. Now we are creating another directory is a D directory. For example, here CD. For example, specify directory. The directory is the now here to install the Django software. How to install Django? Pip install Django. Here to install the latest software. Pip install Django and press the enter key. The entire Django project, Django software automatically will be installed here. The Django software installed here. Please observe this. Okay, step, but it takes some time for 2 or 3 minutes. Pip install Django, or the specify the command pip install Django. The latest version is 3.0.7. So after entering, it will take 2 or 3 minutes time and automatically install the Django software. Okay, clear. I will explain you later. Not so. Okay, process is complete automatically. Please wait for me. Now, after installation, what are the steps required, sir? First, to create a virtual environment. That is a very important. Okay, virtual environment. So to create the environment, that means it is an environment. Now the virtual environment means it is a special environment. To write the Django code. That is a very important. That is Django. Now here to create the number of projects. Means number of applications. Now the Django project. Okay, Django project. First one to create the Django project. Okay, how to create a Django project. That is the main end. Okay, how to create a Django project. Okay, clear. How to create a Django project. Now, what are the steps required to create the Django project? The main steps are. So, what are the steps required? There are number of steps are required. Immediately, whenever you are creating wait and 1 minute, command is executed. So now this is the process. Automatically collecting the Django, using Django to catch so and so files, and installing, collecting packages, so and so values. All these are installing. Django installed. installing collected packages, SQL parse, science values, PyTZ, Django, all these are. So please observe this one. The command is pip install Django. Okay, where your Python code is already available, where your Python software is available, in that directory, you can, in that directory or in that file, in that folder, you can install the Django software. Now this is the process. So now after installation, these are the steps. Virtual environment, create the virtual environment. Now here using one command, the command how to create the virtual environment. So how to install the virtual environment first. The syntax is okay, pip install virtual env, that is the virtual environment. Once to install virtual environment. After installation, virtual environment also must be installed to create your environment. Okay, I'll show you one by one. So your environment means virtual environment, virtual env, and virtual environment name, your special name. Now this is the syntax. Okay, the syntax is the syntax. Okay, virtual env, virtual environment name here, virtual env, the virtual environment is some name, usu env, or your name, a name. Okay, that completing the project. After installation, we have to creating the project. How to create a project? Here the first step. The command is to creating the Python manage.py, Python admin start project. This is a command and project name. This is completely syntax. Step 1, to create a project, use the following command. Use the following command. Okay, now here the command is, the syntax is Python. Okay, the syntax is Python. Okay, admin. Okay, sorry, not Python. Django admin. Creating of the first project. Django admin, start project and project name. Now we are creating the project. For example, Django admin start project. Project name is project1. Okay, or the Django admin start project or some XYZ. The project name is XYZ. So Django admin start project. Project name is, for example, ABC. Any name of the project, you can use that. Any name. Django compulsory. /admin compulsory. Start project is compulsory. Here this is the project name. Project name is a project1. Project name is XYZ. Project name is a ABC. For example, today is the Balaya birthday. Django admin start project. For example, Balaya. Okay, Balaya. So the name of the project is Balaya. Any name you can use. Now, what is the structure of the project? Now, here the structure of the project is, this is a structure project, and whenever you are creating a project, immediately the following files are created. What are the following files are? These are the files automatically created. Whenever you are creating a project, automatically these files are created. But the first file is, what is the first file? The first file is, okay, manage.py. This is the first file. And manage.py. Whenever you are creating a project, automatically create the following files. That's the manage.py, one file. And one file is __init__.py file. And one more file is, here we are creating a okay, and one more file is settings.py file. These are the files completely created in the automatically in the files. So urls.py file. These files are automatically created. Okay, and another file is wsgi.py file. Whenever you are creating a project, First creating a project, Django admin, start project name. After creating the virtual environment, next step is creating the project. Whenever you are creating a project, all these files are automatically created. So one is manage.py file, one is init.py file, one is settings.py file, one for urls.py file, and one for wsgi.py file. These are the project level files. These files are called project level files. Project level files. I will send you notes, no problem. Video is available in the YouTube channel, and send the notes also to your WhatsApp group. Now these files are called the project level files. Now these files, what is manage.py file? What is init.py file? What is settings.py file? What is settings.py file? What is urls.py file? What is ws.py file? Now the creating what is the manage.py file. Okay, what is manage.py file? And what is underscore init underscore.py file? Okay, okay. Now what is settings.py file? Okay, here. And what is urls.py file? urls.py file. Here, this is the second one. These are the files. Okay, the first one is manage.py file, urls.py file. These files are called as a project level files. Number one, manage.py file. Number two is init.py file. Three is the settings.py file. Fourth is the urls.py file. And the fifth one is the fifth file is the wsgi.py file. Okay, now what are these files are? So now here, what is the first one is the manage.py file. Manage.py file. Here, manage.py is a one command line utility. One command line utility. That means on command line file or command line utility to provide the some commands. These are some commands performing the operations, performs the operations on the project level. Performing the operations on the project level. The commands like start app, run server, and make migrations. And one is the make migrations and migrate. These are the and so on. These are the commands are available in the and init file and the manage.py file. And one more file is init.py file. This is a init.py file. Sir, what is this file, sir? Init file means it is a okay empty file. It is an empty folder or empty file. It is a empty file or blank file. Okay, any package to provide the package in the current directory. It is a blank file. Okay, I will explain what is the use of this one. And the next one is the settings.py file. After in this file we can configure. In this file we can configure our settings. We can configure all the settings in the project level. All the settings of our project level. So what are the settings, sir? For project level, what are the settings, sir? These settings are, one is a application setting. The application setting. That means app settings. And the second one is middleware settings. I will show you one by one. Middleware server settings. The third one is template settings. The template setting. The fourth one is database settings. And the fifth one is static file settings. All these and so on. These are the another files. Clear, guys? These are the settings.py file. Here available the different types of settings. Clear. And the next file is a urls.py file. In this file, we can configure all the URLs. Where we can configure all the URLs. So what is URLs are? How to set the URL in the file? I will show you. Okay, URLs. Okay, of the project in urls.py file. This is the file. Now the wsgy.py. It is a file wsgy.py file. What is wsgy? WSGI stands for web services, web services, web service gateway, web service gateway interface. This is called as a WSGI. This is for web, capital, and S for where is the capital web service gateway. Now here we are using gateway, not where, gateway interface, gateway interface. Now it is a WSGI stands for web service. WSGI stands for web service gateway interface. It is not a developer level, it is completely server level. It is not a developer level. It is not a developer level. We are only for the developers. We are the developer or some programmers. This is not a developer level. Okay, it is a server level file. Server level file. It is completely server level file. These are the 5 files in the project level files. Project level file. After creating a project, these are the important files. Okay. Now go to the command line prompt. So now go to the command line prompt. Okay, Django installation is successfully completed. These are Django installed, completely successfully completed. Okay, completely successful. Enter. So please wait. Now the successfully installed the latest version of the Django. Please wait. Now these files are called as the project level files. Installing collected packages so and so. Django 3.2.7 Django version is the latest version is here. Is the Django. Please observe this one. Here the Django 3.0.7 latest version. Now the current version available in the internet. Okay. Now not installed. Please wait a few minutes. Okay. This is a process. So I show you one by one how to create an environment, how to create a project in the environment. So now Django application, Django project is created by using the different ways. One way is IDE, one way is command prompt. To create the Django project, one way is command prompt, or the other way is using PyCharm. Using PyCharm also. Sir, what is PyCharm, sir? PyCharm is a IDE, Python IDE. PyCharm is the Python IDE. There are the different IDs are available in Python. In PyCharm, 2 types available. One is a community. Okay. Community, and another one is a professional version. Professional version. 2 versions are available. PyCharm available in the 2 versions. PyCharm available in the 2 ways. PyCharm is available in the 2 versions or the different ways. One is a community. Okay. Another one is a professional version. Here 2 versions. Here to write the only Python code. Write the only Python code. And in the professional version to write the Python code. Okay, and Django code in a professional version. Write the Python code, Django code, and HTML code, CSS, and JavaScript, and so on and so on. And Flask also. Flask is also Flask is also another framework. Python framework. These are the different codes you can write here. Any code. 1 minute. Installation is waiting for some time. Why? Because the late process. Please wait. Okay. These are the PyCharm community version and professional version. Community version means to write the only Python code here to write the Django and Python. Now we want only Python professional version. PyCharm professional version. Sir, how to install the Python professional version? How to install the professional version? Install చేస్తారండి. How to install the professional version? Download professional PyCharm. Okay, or install. How to install PyCharm, or how to download PyCharm professional version or Python. Right. So now here PyCharm professional version. Now simply to create so www. Okay, or simply download PyCharm. That's all. Simple. Download PyCharm and click the command and go to the Google and download PyCharm and click so and so. Now here wait. Please some time takes. Okay, please wait. SQL is automatically installed and PyCharm installed. Django. Already available in my system, but you want to in your system you can install the pip install Django, the latest version. Okay.
This conference will now be recorded.
After installing the Django, immediately create the Django admin start project name. So Django admin start project, the project name is Teja project 1. So the Teja project 1 is created at the D column, at the D command prompt. Now go to the D. Okay. Now go to the given file, given prompt, and immediately open the files. Okay. And immediately, for example, the D prompt. Okay, now the usu on subdirectory or folder. Okay, what is the file name? The file name is Teja project. The project name is Teja project. The project name is Teja project 1. So now we are creating the Teja project. In this Teja project, these three files are created. In this Teja project, these files are created. These files are, one is init file, settings.py file, vrls.py file, wsgi.py file. wsgi.py. All these three files are automatically created. What is init file? You know already. What is settings.py file? You know already. Okay, these are the files and these are the files. So what are these files? Already you know. There are the different files are opened. Okay, these are the different files. init.py file, settings.py file, urls.py file, wsgi.py file. Okay. After completing the project, now immediately run this project. How to run without any application? Okay, Python. Okay, Python manage.py run server. Python manage.py. Here go to the subdirectory cd Teja project 1, and here to write the small command Python manage.py run server. So immediately run the given file in the web browser. Any web browser, it displays with errors, display errors. Without errors, the program is successfully completed. This is the command. So now I will show you later. So now how to run the file, how to run the project. Okay, how to run the project. After creating the project and write some code, next running the project. Now the syntax. Python manage.py. The syntax is Python manage.py. What is manage.py? What is the manage.py? Manage.py is a file to command line utility. Command line utility means only the file run server, start to off, make migrations, migrated. All these commands are executed here only. All these commands are executed. Python manage.py run server. This is only for now. Syntax directly use the command. The command is Python manage.py run server. Now it's a command. So here, so display this some message. So now the HTTP colon slash slash 0001 colon. This is the column. Now here, okay, go to the web browser, and type the given URL and type the given URL. Now here the URL is, please wait 2 minutes. Okay, type the given URL. After paste the URL name, okay, run the server. Your Django project is successfully completed without any code. You are not writing any code. You can run the command. Okay, please wait. Automatically, Django program is executed. Django software is executed. First application is executed. This is the first application. Installation and the program. The install worked successfully. Congratulations. You are seeing this page because debugging so and so true. This is a simple one application created and executed. One project is created and executed only without any code. This is the web page. Here to write any logic. This is completely the web page. The first web page to create any logic or any buttons, login button, and so on buttons by using. So I will show you next class. Okay, this is the first project, creating a first project.